What is going on, everybody? It's Ryan with Tundra4x4.club, and today we're going to go over how to install and uninstall those Sumosprings made by Sumosprings. Let's get into that right now. As always, if this is your first time here, I would like to say welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. I hope you find it helpful. On this channel, we're talking about Tundras, we're talking about Tundra upgrades, and we're talking about pretty much everything off-road. So if you're into that type of thing, go ahead and hit subscribe down below, hit that bell icon so you know every single time we do a video. And if you guys didn't already know, we are on Instagram. Head on over there. You can follow us, Tundra4x4.club. Some good photos of all of our trips. Update everybody if you're in the Southern California area where we're going and when the next trip is. So go ahead and check it out. All right, so Christmas 2018 is here, and there might be a few items that you would like to ask your significant other for, or you're trying to figure out what could I ask for that's going to give me a little bit of performance, and maybe something I need for my Tundra. I've done a video on these things before. I will put the link up here. You can go ahead and click on it. And we're talking about the Sumosprings. These Sumosprings are fantastic, especially for those that are using their Tundra to go off-road and maybe even towing a trailer. You'll notice that, especially when you start messing around with your leaf springs, that you're going to start getting some heavy sag in the back. With that, there's only a couple options you can go with. One is go on airbags. Now that is going to require onboard air, and you also have the added concern of maybe tearing the bag when you're out on a trip. Two, what we found are these Sumosprings. These Sumosprings are fantastic. They're a progressive spring and pretty much replace your factory bump stop. It's a fantastic way to avoid that sag. And also when you're off-roading, I mean, it does make quite a bit of difference. So depending on what kind of off-roading you're doing, you may want to actually replace these with your factory bump stops if you're looking for max articulation, and that's your slow rock crawler stuff. So pretty much you're going to take something like this, which is your factory bump stop, and you're going to replace it with something like this. If you can see how big that difference is, it's huge. So out here in Southern California, when we're off-roading the desert, doing some more high-speed stuff, I sometimes keep these on. I just leave them on. Honestly, I haven't noticed anything that infringes on my off-road performance. But if we're going to do something like Sedona or like Moab, then I will replace them with these factory bump stops just to give me a little bit more articulation. So today, I'm going to show you just how easy it is to install these Sumosprings made by Sumosprings. So right now, these are a little bit less than $200, like $188. I'll put the link in the description down below. This is a great upgrade for if you're the type of person that takes your daily driver, or you're a weekend warrior off-roading, and you're going to bring a toy hauler out to camp in, or a travel trailer like we have here. Throw these on, and I promise you that sag not only goes away, but this progressive spring really helps that rear suspension. So let's go and take a look at the tools that I use and I always keep with me for when I'm going to swap these out. And sometimes I do it right there before I take off on a trip. I'll drop the trailer off, unhook it, get it all set up, climb underneath the truck, and I will swap these out really quick. And we're going to do that right now. Let's go take a look at the tools that I use. All right, so starting off, I always keep the same things with me, and I keep them in my trailer. So therefore, I have everything ready to go if I feel in a spur of the moment that I want to take off the Sumosprings and put on these factory bump stops. What I have here, obviously I keep this Sumospring box, and I just keep the factory bump stops inside, and it goes right into my trailer. And then I went out and I got a portable rechargeable battery impact gun. This makes a huge difference as far as speed is concerned, obviously, but it's a 19 millimeter socket, deep socket that you want on here. So we take that, we make sure this is fully charged before our trip. I also keep a 1/2-inch drive torque wrench with me. You're going to torque these down to 55 foot-pounds. But this is it. This is all the tools that you're going to need to swap these out quickly, and I'm going to show you how fast we can get that done. All right, so this is the right rear passenger side, and here we have our U-bolts. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to loosen these up. I'm not going to completely take them all the way off, and I'll show you why. It makes it a little faster. So we're going to take our impact gun with our 19 millimeter. Now that we have that done, what I'm going to do is I'm actually only going to loosen these threads first of all. I'm going to loosen these threads almost all the way to the last thread. Alright, so now this is free to move, and I can actually take off one of the U-bolts if necessary. So we're going to go up topside, and I'll show you how I just kind of swap them out. We're going to crank it back down, and that'll be it. Alright, so now we're we're on topside here. I'm just going to pretty much remove this U-bolt and move it off to the side. Just kind of put it over this way. That'll give this free to move. And I lift up the factory bump stop. Now that we have that on, let's go ahead and grab the Sumo spring. Alright. I'm almost going to just do this in reverse. So go around here, lift up this side, go to that side, make sure it's lined up correctly. Voila. Now we're going to get back underneath and crank it back down. Okay, so now that we're back down underneath here, I'm just going to make sure that I line up my U-bolts properly, and I'll start the threads. And now just by hand, I'm going to go up and just make sure that all the threads are showing the same before I use the impact gun. And I'll show you what I mean here. I just want to kind of see the tip of the U-bolt on the back of each nut. Alright, so now we'll take our handy impact gun. And I'm just going to do these a little by little so that it goes on straight. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and grab our torque wrench, same 19mm, we're going to make sure that these are all down to 55 pounds, so let's do that now. There we go. 55 pounds, we're good to go. So overall, that is it. In order to get your factory bump stops back on, you would do that same process in reverse. But that's going to do it for today's video. I do appreciate all your feedback, both good and bad. If there's anything that you guys would like to see us do better, please go ahead and leave a comment down below. If you're enjoying this content, give us a thumbs up, let us know. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, and we'll catch you next time on the Backroads.